Coming to you live from Studio 1A in Gruen Gardens, it's the Today Show with your hosts, Loda and Jackie Lee.
All right.
And we're live.
Oh my gosh, what a beautiful audience today. Cheers all coming. Oh my goodness. So, how was your weekend?
Oh, it was,
Jackie Lee.
it was just fabulous. You know, we had a little rain this weekend, and so Cassidy and Corey came over and sat with me on the sofa, and we watched a lot of reality TV, and we binge watched all those fixer-upper shows. We had a lot of fun. What about you?
Well, mine wasn't as exciting, but I went to the market and I happened to see something. Look at this. Jackie Lee starting over at 65. You certainly don't look 65.
Well, thank you. You can thank my doctors for that.
All right. Well, I know you have a big announcement to make today. So before we get to that, let's toast to new beginnings.
Well, I do have a big announcement. I have thought about this for a long time. I've been involved with this group of amazing cast and crew for over 14 years, and I've always believed about putting some good back into the world, just like my good friend, Betty Davidson. I learned from her about giving back. That is why I'm leaving today's show to join another network. Yes, I will be joining the Penelope Network on Channel 62. I am the new chairman of HSTV.
Oh my gosh, Jackie Lee. That is so wonderful. I know you'll make a difference in this world.
Oh, well, that is my plan. I have combined my love for children and horses and decided to join the cast of the Horse Show TV channel. My goal is to increase viewership and revenue at HSTV by revamping the fall lineup and donating the profits to my favorite charity, Children's Hospital Los Angeles. But I can't do it alone. Would you be willing to help me, my sweet Hoda?
Oh my God, really?
Yes.
I can't believe this. Of course, I can't imagine spending time on television without you. Oh my goodness. We will be tied to the hip until September when we launch this new lineup. Some of those shows are great, but others need to have a makeover. And some of the talent needs to go, don't you agree?
Yes,
So,
maybe.
most of those ladies have been hosting these shows for over 62 years. Can you believe that?
Wow.
And I'm sure they're ready to pass the torch.
Yes, Loda, I agree. We need to change up the hosts on some of our favorite shows and spice things up a bit. And maybe cancel a few of those shows. I'm hoping to keep some of the same crew from last year and bring in some new up-and-coming talent.
Oh, well, we better get busy. We have a lot of shows to remodel. Wait, here's my computer. Let's just turn it the right way.
Oh, Loda.
I know.
You silly.
So, anyway, wait. I had this pulled up. Look at this, Jackie Lee. We could call on Chip and Joanna Gaines to help us with this remodel of HSTV.
Doubtful. Their show was canceled.
That's right.
Yes, so we will have to rely on expert renovation advisors, Betty Davidson, Susie Farman, Sally Kelly, Karen Lerner, Pat Lucy, Donna Moody, Patty Ochi, Marion Scharfenberger, and Terry Whitty, and special advisors, Melanie McLean and Vicki Lee. Their years of HSTV experience will help us be as successful as past years.
Well, how will people hear about our new lineup on HSTV?
Well, we already have some great producers available to us that we're taking from this show and we're bringing to HSTV. Fresh from her time as producer at National Geographic Channel, we are happy to announce Kelly Walsh will produce Horse Tales and edit all our social media campaigns. She will need help of veteran web page administrator and computer consultant Peggy Lanigan to help her. But I'm not sure if we can get her away from that travel channel.
Oh my gosh, you are right. Well, if not, I could persuade TMZ executive Marnie Gruitt to take on publicity and spread the word about our new lineup.
Oh, you know what? I just remembered Peggy Lanigan. She left the travel channel last week to concentrate on her new gig as host of The Prize is Right.
Well, that's perfect. Then we'll know that the equestrian community will be watching once they get her invitation packet with all those details.
Sounds great. And what if we asked program chair Jan Van Riper and her crew of Patty Lance, Paige Rice, Peggy Lanigan, Vicki Lee, and Andrea Sala from the show My Last Minute Life to put all the new shows together in a nice book for us. And recording secretary Allison McPherson, well, she could take the notes at every meeting to remind us of what's happening. Allison will also make signs, banners, and stage special events to make sure everybody knows about the new shows at HSTV.
Wait, so she's going to have 2 jobs?
Well, yes, but you know what? She's really 2 people. She has a twin, so it should be fine.
We could get Meet the Press star Kathy Johnson to handle all of our corresponding secretary duties. Oh, and why don't we ask Kim Whitcomb from PBS to paint all the posters for HSTV? She produces that La Bra show, you know.
Is that the show where the guy with the big hair teaches you how to paint? Let's cancel that one.
But let's just have Kim host the show, actually.
Oh, okay.
She must have learned something about painting after watching all those episodes anyway. And she spent her childhood watching the Penelope Network.
Oh, that's right. She did. Okay, well, let's get to the shows. We need to find the best shows and hosts that will make our channel profitable.
Well, what do you think about the show Save My Bath?
A whole show dedicated to grown women wearing rubber boots and trying to make porta potties look like real bathrooms? No way. Cancel.
Oh, what about Antique Roadshow? I love that show. Should we save it?
Not a fan. Cancel that. I prefer brand new things and lots of them. Replace it with Hi-Ho Hay Bale Boutique. Veteran shoppers Lisa Van Nortwick and Deborah. Aren't they perfect? Yes. Well, wait for me to finish telling you. Alrighty there, little missy. Just calm yourself. Veteran shoppers Lisa Van Nortwick and Deborah Consani are the perfect hosts. They will be joined by Say Yes to the Blue Check Shirt star Marcia Barrett and Name That Tag host Marianne Garland.
All right, that sounds great. Well, let's see. Let's look on the computer again. How about we move the host of Lifestyles of the Rich and Furry, Shayna Kish, to one of my favorite new shows, Ring Operations Rehab Edition.
Oh, you're right. She will need an assistant. And let's ask that new talent, Jenny Litchfield.
Good idea. She was getting a little too comfortable in her cushy job as the host of Move That Big Rig.
Yes, she was. Much too comfortable. Well, wait. Oh, Princess on a Pony. Another favorite show, but needs new hosts. So Heidi Sampson and Meredith Edwards are the perfect pair to award class sponsors and trophies to this fan favorite.
Oh, and speaking of awards, did you watch the Golden Globes the other night?
Yes, I did, but I was very excited about the upcoming PBS show.
PBS? I thought it was called PBNHS.
No, I think it's called CHLA Awards.
No, I'm pretty sure it's PCCH Awards. Oh, we better Google
that. Oh, yes, it's called the PCHA Medal Finals.
Yes, you're right. Is it going to air this year? Because you heard they couldn't find a host after Kevin Hart bowed out.
Oh, that Kevin Hart. Yes, but you know what? It's even better. We have veteran hostess Jody Murdoch and her assistant Betty Moen back hosting for the 15th time. They will be supported by Susan Gray, Nancy Keating, Barbara Brooks Stinson, Val Kelly, and Marlene Young.
Well, good. I'm glad that show didn't get canceled. You know, the other fan fave is Fixer Upper.
Oh, I love that show. Did you see the episode where they transformed a rundown community park into a world-class horse show, complete with food and carnival atmosphere?
I think I must have missed that episode. I was binge watching Move That Big Rig. Is that the episode? Maybe I did see it. Is that the one where they built the tent city?
Yes. It's a classic, but we need to spice it up a bit. So new hosts and interior decorators, Kristen Windorf and Judy Pike, they'll draw up the plans for booths and utilities.
Great.
And I think we should move Flora Fairchild from her current show, Dinner Impossible, to clean up the grounds, and Green Thumb guru Sherry Moore and Anna Malore will use their experience on Yard Crashers to make the grounds beautiful. I can't wait to see what they create for this episode.
Oh, how exciting. Well, big news. Did you hear that the Seahorse Classic Golf Tournament will be moving to HSTV in April?
Really?
Yes, the stars from the hit show Sister Wives. My favorite. Heidi Sampson, Heather Schubert, and Kelly Waxler will form a perfect trio for this year's tournament.
Oh, they are just perfect, those sister wives. Well, what do you think about reality shows?
Well, I love them. Have you seen a show about average moms who work 3 days straight at a burgers and salsa restaurant? They don't get paid. They don't get breaks. They are forced to wear blue check shirts, aprons, and hairnets. Sounds dreadful. Last mom standing wins, though.
Well, you know, when you started talking about that, it brought back some memories. I have seen that show. In fact, I was on it 13 years ago.
That's right.
And I am still standing. And but is it still on television?
It is, but this year promises to be the most dramatic season yet. With returning champ Kristen Kuzminoff going up against Maureen Hazard, and a third mystery mom to be introduced soon. Should be interesting to see how they all handle full Monties at 6 a.m. in the dark.
Oh, that I have to see. So my personal favorite reality show is Chopped, and I think Susie Moore and Lisa Noski, with their advanced food science degrees and fruit and salad background, are shoo-ins to host this season.
Definitely. You know, Jackie Lee, I was Chopped champion 13 years ago with Sally Kelly and Cindy Hagel's team.
You were? Is there anything my little Egyptian goddess can't
Hey, do you like that show, Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives? I love Guy Fieri.
Oh, I love him. I love his hair. It's so fun. But, you know, I love it, but it doesn't really fit the theme of our channel. Why don't we rename it Giddy Up Grub and have Penny Fevergen and Patty Ochi host it? I mean, they are the perfect duo. And I can't wait to see them in those adorable blue check dresses.
Oh, they'll be so adorable. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Have you seen the show Move Over? It's hosted by Tori Todaro and Janice Latimer. It's all about what happens in a coffee shop during the wee hours of the morning.
Oh, I love that show. I love that show. You know, my dear friend, Sue Wilkinson, she hosted that years ago, and we are definitely keeping that one in the lineup.
Oh my gosh, I remember that episode, Jackie Lee, when she left the spigot for the coffee pot open, and the coffee ran out all over. It was such an I Love Lucy moment. It was so hilarious.
It was hilarious, but do you know what's not hilarious? Well, the haunted horse show that is currently airing on the History Channel.
I don't know. Oh wait, is that the show where longtime hosts Betty Davidson and Gwen Shaw shared secrets from the 1957 horse show?
Yes, you know, they say it was haunted.
Well, I'm not sure that's what they meant by ghost party.
Really?
I think you should watch that episode. And another episode you should watch is called Archives. It's hosted by Karen Lerner. And fresh from their success on Here Comes the Brass, Patty Del Carson and Terry Home host fan favorite Perpetual Trophies Parade.
Oh, I will have to look for those episodes. And to make sure that all crew members hear about these historical stories, Associate Liaisons Ann Hitchcliffe and Pat Lucy will spread the news of hosts of Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Gosh, how many more shows do we have to remodel? I think we're running out of talent. Who should we get to help us? We need someone to help us.
I have a great idea. How about I call my friends, Jen Cosgrove and Noelle Giuliano from Penelope's Personnel Talent Agency.
Perfect.
I'm sure they will provide us with a list of capable hosts. Let's see if they're available.
What they say?
Well, hold on. Okay, well, they said they will have their people email my people a survey monkey after they check their availability.
Okay, so what do we do in the meantime then, Jackie Lee?
Well,
This reminds me of Bar Rescue. I love that show.
you mean the show where that mean guy yells at everybody for drinking up the profits?
Yes, but we could replace him with new talent Carol Rowe, Kathy Villasich, and Sharon Sahorian. They'll be able to revamp the Seahorse Saloon in their sleep.
That's if they don't drink all the profits. Wait, I have a text from Penelope Personnel Agency. They said they found us some help on the Hallmark Network.
Oh, how sweet.
They always have the sweetest, nicest ladies with the biggest hearts. Hosting treats for caregivers for her 25th season will be Shirley Farley. And Marcia Shuttle will collect hospital thrift, and Sharon Guthrie will provide sunshine all year long.
Speaking of sunshine, have you watched the Travel Channel lately? They go to the most exotic places. Like in that last episode, they went to a horse show in Ernie Howlett Park in beautiful Rolling Hills Estates. It was so exotic.
Really? A whole episode dedicated to a horse show at Ernie Howlett Park?
Well, you won't believe what's available at this park. First, you'll be greeted by friendly parking lot attendants Wendy Moulton, Jennifer Yakubik, and a new rookie driver who, for a small fee or a bribe, will valet your car.
Wow, I like that.
Then it's on to admissions agents Kathy Johnson and Shannon Cobb. They definitely deliver the VIP experience with reserved seating, where you can get up close and personal to the horses.
Ooh.
Yes. And you will enjoy superb restaurant service in the shaded Big Tent restaurant by Heather Schukert and Mary Mealer. And sip exotic drinks from the Big Tent bar prepared by mixologist Margaret Gibbs and Karen Steinman.
Oh, wow, that sounds like so much fun, and I do like a good cocktail. But is it family friendly?
Of course it is. There's a huge children's circle. You can visit this circle, Mr. Grishy's neighborhood, where your little ones will be entertained by Piper Ingalls, Holly Gardner, or they can visit the Ponies and Petting Zoo, run by Jenny Exapolis. And for those little tykes, they can run in the stick horse race, organized by Karen Miller and Diana File. For those with a sweet tooth, visit Margie Morgan, and you can charge your Haagen-Dazs bars and your cotton candy to the Leinbach account. That's only part of the VIP package.
Okay, well, that sounds like an experience I just had at the Ritz-Carlton. I am making my reservations today, and I know so many of my friends who will pay top dollar for VIP seating. That just means our donations to Children's Hospital Los Angeles will be very generous this year.
Oh, that's wonderful. And how should we keep track of all the revenue that we'll be gaining from these great shows?
Well, that's easy. From the Smash show, Money Matters, we have treasurer Allison Shen and her assistant Karen Governor lined up to manage the books. We are also lucky to have the most recent winner of The Apprentice, Carol McGillis, to keep track of corporate sponsors. And from Good Bones, producer Terry Whitty will direct foundations and grants.
What about that profit star Michelle Del Conte and her crew of Valerie Hand, Paige Rice, and Andrea Sala? They can keep track of all the patrons this year. And, let's see, sorry. And Val Over volunteer star Valerie will try her hand at Gibson Pine.
You're so funny. Well, we have 9 months to rehearse before we launch this new lineup. We will have to keep this crew focused. My plan is to bring Lunch Brunch crew from the Best Thing I Ever Ate show every month. Eleanor Ginsberg, Susan Whalen, Sue Kuzmanoff, Brooke Biscay, Cindy Choate, Nan Harmon, Pat Murphy, Eddie Cutting, Mary Butler, Sharon Guthrie, Kim Whitcomb, Debbie Bartow, Alana Kennedy, Peggy Winterode, Shirley Farley, Jan Brandemeyer, Ruth Ann Hoods, Marilyn Hove, Karen Jones, and Susie Stiasny will provide something amazing for us to eat.
Oh, Jackie Lee, we should probably throw a party in March so that everyone can meet each other and know who they're working with. The creative duo, Jenny Litchfield and Susie Moore, along with their crew from the show Party Planners Unlimited, Ann Cook, Holly Gardner, Diana Granis, Sally Leafrey, Jenny Exapolis, Kathy Costa, Wendy Folletti, Maureen Hazard, and Leslie Hively could plan this fun night.
Oh, I think that's the best idea. I love parties. Let's have a party before, during, and after
the launch of HSTV.
Everyone will be so excited about the upcoming September lineup. Kathy Costa. Oh, wait. Oops. I might have had a little too much wine. A work night party right before we launch will get everyone excited about the upcoming September lineup. Kathy Costa and Hillary Waxler can take time from their hit show Love It or List It and plan this work night, and Top Chef winner Sally Kelly and Diane Moore will cook up a fabulous work night dinner.
Oh, great idea. And then during the craziness of the September launch, we should do a little Saturday night supper with barbecue, baked, and brined hostesses Wendy Folletti and Val Light. Their capable crew of Ann Cook, Jackie O'Brien, Carrie Romer, Ann Boyd, Chris Cheatham, Becky Gillo, Colleen Cotter, and Dawn Knickerbocker will make this a boot-kicking night to remember.
Oh, they will all be fabulous. But what about after?
Well, we'll throw a Christmas party, of course.
Of course. I love parties, like I said.
Well, this is to thank everybody for their hard work, right? So let's see if we can get Martha Stewart to host this one. I'm good friends with her, so I'm going to text her right now.
Okay, hurry up, my little Loda.
She's busy. And she said to ask her co-host, Margaret Gibbs and Kelly Walsh. They can run circles around Martha anyway.
Oh, yes.
But they will need help to pull off this Martha Stewart-style event. So let's get Sharon Cutcliffe, Ann Farrell, Lisa Noski, and Kathy Villasich. That would be the perfect crew for this party.
They're perfect. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait for that party. Well, for all the parties. I have an idea too. Let's get Christmas card queen Ann Cullen to help work on the invitation maybe. She has beautiful cards. And did you know that all the artwork is done by children?
I did know that. So those profits will once again go to charity.
I love that. That is why I moved to HSTV. I know we can make a difference in this world.
Well, we filled all the shows for this year, Jackie Lee. But what about next year? We'll need some new hosts.
Oh, you were right. So how about we get America's Got Talent producer Patty Lance and her team of Deborah Consani, Meredith Edwards, Jan Van Riper, Ali Shen, and Susan Whalen. They'll be able to provide some direction and recruit new members.
Yes, it's so exciting. I cannot wait for the September 6th launch. It'll be the best 3 days on television. However, I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer, but it seems like we will have a lot of overhead and labor costs. Do you think that this will just cost a fortune? Maybe we should cut some of these shows?
Don't you worry your pretty little Egyptian head, Lola. All the hosts are volunteers. I have convinced them that these jobs are great resume builders for when they want to be promoted to chairman of HSTV, just like me.
You are so smart, Jackie Lee. By the way, whatever happened to last year's chairman?
Oh, they moved on to that show called The Sweet Life of Sue and Kate.
Oh, yes, that show. I saw it. I can't wait to see the new episode. Have you seen the previews? They're hilarious. They will attempt to be waitresses at a horse show and take care of all the officials.
Oh my gosh, well this should be a challenge for them because especially after last year's episodes when they just rode around in a golf cart for 3 days and spread fake news.
Well, maybe after our launch of our new lineup, we'll be able to ride around the golf cart too.
Oh, I think we need a cheer to that. All right, well we have 1 year to prove ourselves worthy to the board. I am sure with this cast and crew, with you by my side, my sweet Loda, the fall lineup will be a huge success and revenue will increase.
We should get a bonus.
Well, all the profits will be donated to Children's Hospital Los Angeles, and our bonus will be hugs and smiles from happy and healthy children.
So true. Well, here's to a new year. We look forward to working with this whole crew.
Cheers to 62.
Cheers to Channel
62. is back, our creative director over here.
Yes. Yes, Delman. What do we do with our sweet Delman, Mary DiMatteo? She is so creative. She wrote this entire script. We rehearsed for days, and she kept us on point. Like, she was like, what are you two doing? You should be rehearsing right now. So thank you, Mary.
Yes, and I think you guys did a great job.
Oh, thank you. Little nervous energy, but.